just a second. Just bear with us. All right. Share screen. Share. Let's do. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. We're going to go live here just 1 second. Well, I guess we already are live. As you come on, please let me know who you are, who's watching, where you're from, what city you're in, all that amazing stuff. I'd love to know it. Just go ahead and put that in the chat if you don't mind. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. Hey, Heather, what's up? Heather from Minnesota. Thank you so much for jumping on, Heather. All right. Erica, KRISTIN from San Antonio. Erica from San Antonio, KRISTIN from Chicago. Megan from Oregon. Thanks so much. Hey, Heather, thank you so much for jumping on. Alice, Alicia from PA, Eric M from Seattle, Jagrudi from Washington. Guys, thank you so much for jumping on. All right. Alice from North Carolina. Oh, my goodness, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for jumping on. Let me start this, and we will get back into the chat. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so excited. I'm about to share some amazing stuff with you guys. TR from Atlanta. Who else is on, guys? Please, please, please let me know where you're from, all that amazing stuff, what city and state. Would love to hear from you. All right, let's click present. Rich from Salt Lake City. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Rich, I don't know if you know. Oh, it's Richard. Hey, what's up, Richard? I know you know Alex. I was about to say. I know you know my buddy Alex Ingar. Everybody knows Alex. Jean from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, awesome. Let's see what else. Have I missed anybody? If I haven't called your name out, please let me know. All right. Let's see here. Let's go back. Guys, you ever have like some issues when you're starting something and it doesn't want to act right? Hopefully we won't have any of those tonight. Karen from St. Paul. Oh, yes, Karen. What's up, Karen Malone? Heather. Oh, my goodness. Guys, have you ever tried to do something and it just didn't work right? Beverly from Missouri. What's up, Beverly? Okay, let me share this to the group. This is going to be on Facebook, on here. It's going to be everywhere. Let me just share it a couple of times. We want as many people to see this as we can. Hey, Hiroko, how you doing? How's it going up there in Washington? Goodness, it's crazy up there, huh? Yeah, oh my gosh, we have tech issues all the time. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So let me open up the video so I can see any people in there. We got Andy, we got Lauren. Guys, let me know where you're from on Facebook or in the chat on here. Love to hear from you. Super excited to be doing this tonight. This is the second time I've done this webinar. Last time I did it was in January. I've added a ton of stuff to it tonight. I'm really, really, really excited. What's up, Lauren? Thank you for joining us. I'm really excited to share this with you guys and show you how to write a book, because really it is as simple as a 5-step process to write something in 90 days, 10 minutes a day, and you can get it done. Promise. This is not a lie. This is not some scam. This is the real deal. So Colleen, hey, from California. Good to see you, Colleen. Guys, let me know. Are you a PT, an OT, a speech therapist? Let me know what's going on. Who are you? What do you do for a living? Are you a realtor? Are you a plumber? You a stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad? What are you? Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. Canine physical therapist. Awesome, awesome, awesome. PT. Beverly's a PT. Who else is a PT? Vestibular PT, myofascial release, recovering journalist turned into marketer. I love that. PT, pediatric PT. Wonderful, guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. OT, Alicia, awesome. We love our OTs. PT. If you're on Facebook and you think this might be something good, go ahead and share it. It'll be okay with me if you want to share it. I would love it. So here we go, guys. Are you guys ready to get started? PT and homeschool teacher. Okay. So, Rich ready? All right. Who else is ready? Say I'm ready. Say let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I get some water. We got to hydrate. Mobile PT, physical therapy king, Andy Zapata. Okay, here we go, guys. The book boss formula. I'm going to move this over. Let's go. In Louisiana, you have to spell go, G-E-A-U-X. I don't know why, but you do. And so they told us to do it like that. So that's what I'm going to do. It's really, really South Louisiana, but we won't get into that. G-O-U-X. That's fine, Rich. That's fine. All right. Corey's ready. Colleen's ready. Andy's ready. Guys, please, 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 please share this out if you're on Facebook watching, wherever you are. Whitney, thank you so much for watching. Corey's a dad. Corey's a dad of 7 people. We're going to be talking about Corey Rankin here in just a second. He's one of my amazing students who's written, he and his wife and his 7-year-old have written 5 books. And you heard me right, they've written 5 books. So let's go. Book Boss Formula, 5 steps to write and self-publish your book in 90 days. 10 minutes a day. And I'm not kidding you, 10 minutes a day. Even if you have no time, which we all know we got probably plenty of time right now, we have no topic and we have no talent. Kristen's on, Amy's on. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Heidi. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Bingo. Have you ever, where'd I go? Did I skip one? Yeah, I knew I skipped one. I know my stuff. I knew I skipped one. So, guys, have you ever thought, how am I supposed to publish a book with my already limited time? I don't have time with my family. I don't have time with my friends. We don't have time to work. Probably right now, a lot of us have time away from work, which is not, I guess, might be good and probably really isn't to most of us, okay? So have you ever thought that? If you've thought, like, how am I supposed to have time to do this? Like, just put that in the comments for me. Like, yes, I've thought that. Putting my 3-year-old twins down to bed while multitasking. There you go, Whitney. Multitask. You moms can do that stuff. Us dads, sometimes not so much. So, guys, so Heidi has anybody else thought, hey, I just don't have time right now? I know I have. Okay. Have you ever thought, how am I supposed to feel like I have enough information to call myself an expert when so many other people are so more experienced, have so many more followers, have so many more certificates? They've been a PT or an OT or whatever for 10 years. They've been a business owner for 15 years or whatever. How many of you have thought that? Like, yeah, I don't have time. Me, Kristen has. Let's say Rich. Rich, took me 7 years to write my first book, which is not a bestseller yet. That's right, yet. Y-E-T, yet. So, have you thought, how am I ever going to write a book? I don't really have a story worth telling. Guys, somebody told me that who you would never believe. It was Will Boyd. Bill Boyd told me, I'm afraid I don't have a story worth telling. And I was like, dude, if anybody's got a story worth telling, it is you. Corey, did I say y'all had 7 kids? Corey's got 5 kids. Sorry, guys. How can I ever write a book if I don't have a story worth telling? Let me tell you something. Hiroko, Kristen, Richard, Heidi, you guys have a story worth telling. And it's your story. Just like my story is worth telling. If you feel like you have a story worth telling, just put my story in the comments, please. Just my story. I just want to know that you're paying attention, that you believe in yourself. Megan believes in herself. Beverly, Richard, Heidi, guys, thank you so much. Heather, oh yeah. Whew, everybody's got it. Jagruti, Hiroko. Guys, if I mess your name up, I'm sorry. I'm Southern. I'm a redneck. I don't have any hair. It's just the way I am. David, thank you so much for jumping on. So, how am I supposed to make a greater impact when I don't have confidence in myself to share my expertise? I know you've thought of that. I'll say she's got lots of stories. Anthony, what's up, brother? So I know you've thought that. I don't have confidence in myself. I can't share what I want to share. Guys, let me tell you about somebody who didn't have confidence. Whitney, thank you so much. When I was a kid, I'm 38 now. When I was a kid, I used to walk down. I can remember walking through school with my head down. Hey, Laura, thanks for jumping on. I never looked up. I didn't look at people in the eyes. I didn't speak up. Never. I just walked around with my head down all the time. I'm going to tell you what. I have a story, and it's worth telling. And I don't look down anymore. Guys, I'll tell you right now, we'll talk about this a little bit more. Last year, we filed bankruptcy. We closed our business. Had it for 3.5 years. We could not pay any bills. Our bills, their bills, nobody's bills. At least 5 to 10 times the electric company came to the clinic to shut the lights off, and I say, I'll pay it today. Got the phone shut off one time. I mean, we seriously, like, it was horrible. We went bankrupt. Then after we went bankrupt, we got sued by 2 people, the guy that we bought the clinic from and the bank. So the thing is that the bankruptcy wiped out the lawsuits, but I still have my head up. And the reason I tell you that story is to tell you is if you've gone through things like that, hey, Laura, thanks for jumping on. If you've gone through things like that, you have something to share. And yes, it stinks. It absolutely stinks to go through that. But I can share that story with you guys now, and you can gain some knowledge from it, okay? So I want to tell you, if you've ever thought any of those things, it's not your fault. Because everyone you've ever talked to has told you need to wait until you have more experience, more CEUs, more permission, okay? What's up, Sam? They've told you all that. Hey, you need to go get the certification for vestibular or dry needling or whatever. Excuse me. Guys, I have a CI. I have the CI certification, I have a dry needling certification. I've gone to CEUs just like everybody. Like, we've done all these CEUs. For 11 years, I've done CEUs. But not once did any of those CEUs make me any more money. Not once did they make me any more of an authority. And not once did a doctor, orthopedic surgeon, anybody come up to me or a patient and say, wow, Jeremy, you have 3 more letters behind your name, or you have 5 more letters behind your name. Nobody ever cared. Not once. And so why do we think that we have to continue to get more CEUs and more certifications and more initials behind our name to grow this authority and to have more confidence? I'll tell you right now, it's a waste of time. Now, let me back up. It's not a waste of time to get more education. But if you're going to go get CEU after CEU and certification after certification to build your authority, to help you make more money, to help you be more marketable to the public, it doesn't help. And I used to tell myself that all the time, okay? Has anybody else told themselves that? Raise your hand, say me, put CEU in the comments, whatever, okay? Thank you. Thanks. Jean raised her hand. Kyle raised her hand. Suzanne, Catherine, Kristen, Megan, so many people saying me. What's up, Logan? Hey, Sharon, how you doing, guys? Thanks for jumping on. So listen, everyone's saying that the only way to write a book is to spend years writing and rewriting and researching and spending thousands of dollars. Guys, to traditionally publish, it can cost you anywhere from $2,000 to $11,000. $2,000 to $11,000. Rich got his APR accreditation. Beverly's taking so many CEUs, she can't even think straight anymore. Got you a raise 5 years later. Awesome. I think for a certification where I work right now, it's 50 cents an hour more, maybe 25 cents. I don't even know. The one I have doesn't count. So go figure. Everyone's telling you you're not an author. You're not an editor. You're not a marketer. I had somebody in my in our Book Boss Tribe group, and she said, hey, Jeremy, she sent me a private message. Hey, I was telling one of my friends about my book. And I told him I was doing this, and this is what I was doing. This is where I was going to market it. This is how I was going to do it. And the guy says, you're not even an editor. You're not even an author. How do you know that that's what you're supposed to be doing? And she was heartbroken. And she said, Jeremy, what do I do? Guys, have you ever been heartbroken and asked somebody, what do I do? Like, has anybody in here been heartbroken other than me? I mean, come on. So I said, look, don't worry about that guy. Does he have a book? Is he an author? Is he an editor? Don't worry about it. So guys, this is what I do when people say negative things to me. If somebody says something negative to me, then I just don't talk to them anymore. If they don't believe in my dreams. Now, if it's somebody I trust, if it's my wife, if it's a couple of my mentors, if it's my closest friends, and they honestly have something to say that's worth listening to, then yeah, I'm going to listen to them. But if it's just Joe I'm having coffee with, or my neighbor, or another therapist, or whatever, that has nothing to do with any of this stuff, then I don't care. I just don't tell those people my dreams anymore, okay? So The next thing you've been told is, how am I supposed to make a greater impact when I don't have the confidence in myself to share my expertise? And we've already talked about that. You have to have confidence in yourself. You are an expert. We had a PT student a few weeks ago give an in-service, and she said, everyone in this room is an expert. And she was absolutely right, because everyone in that room was a physical therapist or a physical therapy assistant. And every one of us knows about the body. We're all experts to people when it comes to human body and movement and biomechanics and musculoskeletal disease and different things like that. We're all experts. And so why do we constantly try to tell ourselves that we're not an expert? Yes, surround yourself with the people who lift you up. That's what Logan said. Guys, I want you to put right now in the comments, whether you're on Facebook or the live or the webinar, I'm an expert. Just put expert, because you are an expert. I want you to tell yourself you're an expert. So go ahead and say it out loud. Put it in the comments. Heather, Megan, thank you, Jagruti, Suzanne, Amy. Guys, are those the only experts watching? Surely there's some other experts in here. Olive's an expert. Yes, she got a smiley face and everything. Everybody's an expert. Tiara, Hikaru. Guys, you are an expert. Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa, I hope you're doing great. I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh, Gene, yes, you're an expert. You've written so many books. Says who? You. Yes, Richard, you have to say you're an expert. So no one's giving you a formula to get your book done in 90 days without waiting for experience, time, or permission. But that's what I'm going to do tonight, okay? I'm going to give you the formula. I'm going to give you the steps. This is not something I'm going to hold over your head and say you got to buy my program to get the rest of the steps, okay? We're going to give you enough stuff tonight to write your book. So what if you could say, what if you could say, you can have a self-published book without spending a dime and become an instant authority in 90 days? What if you could say that? What if you could send your clients and petition clients your book with answers to their biggest problems? What if you could treat people all over the world without ever touching or meeting them? One of the books that Mark Green and I wrote last year before, called Neck Pain Solutions. What's up, Paul? Thanks for jumping on, brother. Neck Pain Solutions. It's still free. You can go download it on Amazon. It's been downloaded, I don't know how many times at this point. What's up, Kosi? Several hundred times at this point. It's been downloaded. And I have no idea who any of those people are that have downloaded my book. Have no idea. But I've been able to help those people without ever talking to them, touching them, or meeting them. Yeah, Rich, you spent $1,500 just to get your book published. It's crazy, and it's not a bestseller yet. So, wouldn't it help you to feel more accomplished, more successful, better in your career, and that you've made a better impact if you could do all this stuff? If you could treat these people, if you could help people? Of course it would. Bam. I got the fast fingers tonight, guys. I keep rushing through this. So who am I? I'm Jeremy Sutton. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. Okay. I've been a physical therapist for 11 years. You've already heard I've been bankrupt. I've been sued. I've fallen flat on my face so many times. Okay. I've got a wife, Monica, 2 beautiful children, Molly and Jack. Let me back up. Beautiful, amazing, wonderful, heaven-sent wife is what I have. Right now, my wife is in the other room trying to get our kids to bed so I can do this webinar. The only reason I can do this stuff that I do is because of my wife. So, guys, if you have a wife that's amazing, I want you to tell her how amazing she is tonight. Girls, if you have a husband that's amazing, or if you guys have a spouse that's just significant other, or whatever it is, tell them how awesome they are, because that's the way we get to do the things that we get to do, is because, in my case, my spouse. So guys, I just wanted to make an impact. So I started Vivian Physical Therapy. So I'll move this up so you can see that. You just told the dogs that they're awesome, Kristen. Way to go. Sometimes we have dogs that make us awesome. I have a dog. He's kind of a knothead. Champ. He's a 75-pound pit bull. Guys, I just wanted to make an impact in the world. I started Vivian Physical Therapy. I'm a Christian, so I wanted a logo that showed that. I wanted a logo that would show people that I had a heart from service, and I wanted a cross in it to represent my Christian background and faith, And so that's the logo that one of my roommates helped me design for Vivian Physical Therapy. Well, then as we went on, I started to be known more for the Servant PT podcast. People started to know who the Servant PT was more than anything. And so I changed everything to Servant PT because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a servant. Okay. And so I had to change my business to Servant PT, and I had the Servant PT podcast. And then I started the Healthcare Self-Publishing Academy podcast. Guys, I just wanted to make an impact in the world. Okay. I took a lot of action. So I got Healthcare Self-Published Academy podcast. I started the Southern Gyms group. I started the Fibro Focus group. I started Arthritis Academy, the Expert PT, Neck Pain Solutions, Back Pain Solutions, Vivian Physical Therapy, Servant PT podcast. I started a lot of stuff. and yes, Heidi, thank you. It feels like it's great, but it was so much that I could not keep up with any of it. I had my business, had my podcast, I had my family and my church and coaching and doing things like that. And it was just too much. And so it was the wrong kind of action. I was burning my candle at both ends, and the fire was growing and growing and growing. And there wasn't a whole lot I could do about it other than stop taking the wrong action and start taking the right action. So this is what happened. So I stopped doing all that stuff. Obviously, we closed our business because it was failing, and I started putting my effort into books. And so I have the Book Boss Tribe now that over 700 healthcare providers are in, and we're trying to claim our authority together. I wrote my first book, Symptom-Free Neck Pain, in a weekend, thanks to Mike Chua. I wrote my next book, What Am I Living For?, which is basically my testimony, my story of going through depression and almost being an alcoholic and addiction and all those sort of things. Mark and I wrote Neck Pain Solutions together. I wrote The Fears for Self-Published Authors, which is at the top here. I wrote the Gratitude Journal for couples. I wrote Prayer Journal for healthcare providers, which is what I shared in the group last night. And so I started taking good action, but it was all going in the right direction. Okay. Before I was over here doing a podcast, and I was over here doing a business, and I was down here trying to mentor people and all this stuff. And it was just always going different ways. And I couldn't make any headway. But when I started getting into the Book Boss stuff, started Book Boss University, things started picking up and changing. And so I've got these 6 books now, and I stopped overcomplicating things. I fixed my priorities, and I started trusting myself. Guys, do we need to fix our priorities a little bit? Does anybody have some priorities that maybe need to be fixed or changed, or have we started to see really what our priorities are, especially over the last 3 weeks? Put priorities if you think that maybe sometimes we need to rearrange our priorities. Yeah. Heidi wanted to do everything. I want to do everything too, Heidi. I still do. I want to start like 6 more podcasts, but I can't. So everybody's talking about priorities. Everybody's laughing because we're all the same. Okay. Everybody. PT, RN. It's so crazy. We want to do so many different things, oh my goodness. I'm glad it's not me, guys. That's all I want to do. So this is how it happened. This is how I wrote 6 books. This is how I created. I've got 4 online courses now that I've created. 2 of them are absolutely free. And you can have access to that. One of them you're going to get tonight just by being on here. The 7-day ebook, which is going to allow you to create an ebook in 7 days, publish that to Kindle. I've got the whole course ready, and it's on Google Drive, and I'll send you all out the link tomorrow. Or you can go in my Facebook group, Book Boss Tribe, and get it. But I got that for you guys. 7-day ebook. You can create an ebook in 7 days. Super, super easy. Okay. So I traded Netflix for writing a book. I stopped binge watching The Office. I do now more, but I stopped to write my books. I stopped spending all day scrolling on Facebook. The only time I scroll Facebook now is when I'm laying in the bed between my kids and I'm watching old wrestling videos. I started writing on the couch next to my sweetheart, next to my beautiful wife. Like, I'm doing this webinar on my MacBook, guys. And so I was able to write all this stuff. Beverly, do not talk about The Office. You'll get booted off this webinar. I was able to sit there and watch Michael Scott make fun of Toby and write books. I got hooked on the feeling of being a content producer instead of someone who's always consuming. Guys, one thing that happened today is I was able to get a couple of people to send out emails to their list. So some of you know, some of you know who those people are because you came from their list. Kyle, you cannot declare bankruptcy that way. We tried it. So we also watched that episode last night, by the way. So I don't want to always ask people for content. So let me ask you this, guys, and just put yes in the comments if this is you. If you have a business and you want to share things about physical therapy, occupational therapy, writing, whatever it is, do you have to get other people's content to share on your Facebook page? Say yes if it's you, and don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. It's cool. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes Heather says. Olive says yes. So that was me. Beverly makes up her own content. Occasionally, Douglas. Yes, Heidi. Hey, Douglas, what's up? So listen, especially if family styles to slip from the top, Corey. So guys, listen, that was me. Yeah, Rich, I have my own stuff too now, and you do too. I know you've been doing this a while, and a lot of us do. But for a long time, I just was like sharing, like just stuff from Web PT or stuff from the whatever that Move magazine is, that PT in Motion, and stuff from the APTA websites. And I see these PT clinics now that do that still. And I'm like, oh, that's lame. Why don't you make your own content? And guys, look, some of us, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we're busy. Like I have kids and wife and dog and all this stuff. But wouldn't it be cooler instead of being a consumer all the time to be a producer? So I want to tell you guys something. This is not unique to me. I'm going to talk about several people who I've helped write and self-publish their books as well. There's some awesome people. Sometimes, I don't know where I was going with that. There's some awesome people. Probably going to know a few of them. So the first guy is David Bailiff. David wanted to write a book. Okay. But he didn't think he had anything to say, just like a lot of other people. He didn't think he had anything to say. It's very common, unrealistic fear. But for years, he wanted to write a book. As a matter of fact, someone told him that he had nothing to say, that nobody would listen to him, nobody would read his book. And we're going to see that was wrong in just a second. So this is David's book. He self-published his book. What does that say? #1 in new releases. So he published a #1 book. David Bailiff is has #1 book on Amazon. Okay. This is somebody that posted, Robin Suri, going to start tonight. I got my copy. Janet CD, I love to read, but not books. Too long and monotone. Your book is amazing, and it makes me a believer of books. Relatable, funny, quick-witted. Thanks. That's what people are saying about David's. Tony Maritato, who, if you're a PT in this world, you know who it is. He's the grandfather of physical therapy. He ordered his copy. He loves it. Okay? So what else happened to David? I got the quick fingers. He's got his book self-published. Now he has Mobile Concierge Coaching Academy with Josh Payne, his business partner. He has a live event that was gonna happen next weekend. I was gonna be speaking there, but now it's not because of COVID-19. But so now it's gonna be an online summit. So he went from being a mobile PT, which he was very successful at, to publishing a book, to after he published that book, giving it to hundreds of people, selling hundreds of copies, and being able to have a coaching program and an online summit to coach other people. Now, did all that happen just because he wrote his book? No, absolutely not. But it certainly didn't hurt things. So I want to show you this. Building a successful business requires taking well-constructed and proven action steps. Without action, dreams are simply ideas. Action moves things forward. Action turns dream into reality. The mere act of taking a step involves a conscious decision to do something differently. That decision involves a thought. Therefore, success starts between the ears. And David said, who said this? I did, in the prelude to the book that I authored. Guys, how awesome is it? How awesome would it be to say that? How awesome would it be to say I wrote my own book? And guess what? David's not alone. Guys, if you're watching this now and you've wanted to write a book, how long have you wanted to write that book? Just put it in the comment. 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 8 years, my whole life, just since you started talking, 2 years, 35 years. Heather says forever. Alien doesn't even know. Scott, 20 years. Suzanne, 10. Richard, 40. Since I met you on Facebook, Beverly, a long time. Thought of an idea since I started talking. Great, Kristen. Andy, 6 years. Started SSHC. Jacrity, since I started following you. Awesome. Douglas has an outline for 2. Will Boyd. What's up, Will Boyd on the podcast? Will Boyd, what? All right, Will Boyd for years. Will Boyd, you're going to write that book this year. I don't care if I have to make you write it. All right, guess what? These people are not alone. This is Angela. This is Angela Bender. She's one of my students from the last cohort of Book Boss University, which is what we're going to be talking about here in just a minute. She didn't think she could write a book. She didn't think she had anything to say, but she was scared. She wanted to serve OTs. She has Beyond Pediatric OT as her business. Let's see what happened to Angela. What? Look at that. Angela published a book, Pediatric OT, The Guide for the New Clinician. And guess what? I forgot to get the picture. I'll post it in the Facebook group later tomorrow. But not only did Angela go to a #1 new release, she went to the #1 bestseller in the entire occupational therapy category. So Angela is a true best-selling author on Amazon. Guys, there's some people that say, well, so what? That's Amazon. Well, guess what? Do you have a best-selling book on Amazon? Do you? I don't think there's a lot of people that do, that are PTs or OTs or medical doctors. Just saying, like, it's a pretty big deal to me. So now she's got her book published. Here's some amazing reviews, which I'm not going to read. She has a PEDS OT mentoring group. So she went from being scared that she didn't have anything to say, that nobody would read her book. And then we got 100% validation because she went to a best-selling author in the entire occupational therapy category. Now she's mentoring other people. She's turned her book into an online course that she's selling to people. So not only has she realized an amazing dream that she's always had, she's proven that she was smart enough to write a book. She's proven that she had something to say. She's proven that she could do it. Now she's a mentor to people. Now she's making money from her book, from her online course, and from her mentoring. Guys, that's pretty awesome. If you would like to make money from 3 different places and not just one, say me. How awesome would that be today in COVID-19? Me. Everybody's saying me. Yeah, look, guys, we need to have multiple income streams. I think, if nothing else, that's what you should be learning from this mess we're in right now. This is KRISTIN Fleming. She's also one of my students who just graduated Book Boss University. KRISTIN is a busy mom. Busy mom. Okay? Rich, we're going to talk later. We can get your book up. Trust me, brother. So she has her own business in Philadelphia. She hosts a talk show online. She's an awesome mom. She's a wife. She wanted to serve other moms. That's what her life's about, serving other moms. And so she came to me and she said, I want to write a book. And this is what happened. She wrote The Mom's Guide to Resolving Neck and Back Pain. Okay? And then look, she's now serving more than ever. This is her busy, B-I-Z-Z Mamas spot on the local Fox station there in Philadelphia where she is. Now, I'm sure there's some people watching this that have been on TV. I hope, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. If you have put TV, I'd love to clap for you. We're going to be talking about getting on TV in the Book Boss University course this cohort. Scott's been on TV. Sweet. I've been on TV describing the tornado because I'm a redneck, and that's who they find to describe them. But anyway, so she's got on TV. She's got some awesome 5-star reviews here. I gave this to a friend who really needed some help, and they were super thankful, said it helped. Guys, this is what it's about. This is about serving people, about serving more people. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you this first. Have you ever felt pushed to write a book? Have you ever felt called to write a book? Some of you already said yes. If that's you, say me again, just to let me know. Suzanne says yes. Jean says yes. Awesome. Will Boyd says yes. Of course he's called. Heather, Heidi, Kyle. Oh man, Scott, everybody. Guys. Okay, so yes. So would you rather get your book out sooner or later? Sooner or later? Would you rather be an author now or wait 10 years? Sooner. Of course you would. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, this is Amanda. Amanda just graduated from the last class of Book Boss University. Coronavirus did not shut our graduation down, guys. It's online. You can't shut it down. Plus, it's on Amazon. They're the only people hiring right now. So she is a rowing expert. She had a dream to write a book. She had a lot to share. She wanted to build her dream business, the ocean. She has the Ocean Rowing Podcast. Amanda has a dream to row across the Atlantic Ocean. I ain't rowing across the Atlantic Ocean, but that's what Amanda wants to do, and I'm here to support her. So Amanda writes her book, and now she's helping rowers more than ever. Amanda actually was able to get someone from one of the biggest rowing companies in the world into her Facebook group through this book. So guys, I don't know about you, but if I could get one of the biggest authors in the world in my Facebook group, or one of the biggest editors or whatever in my Facebook group, I think that would be pretty cool. Like, she got their attention with this book that she didn't have 4 months ago. She didn't have it. I have 50 copies in my bedroom right now that we're going to give out to CrossFit gyms here as soon as we get unquarantined. Yeah, Beverly, Amanda is amazing. Guys, these are people just like us, PTs, OTs, speech therapists, dietitians. It's anybody can write a book. We got Belisa. She didn't think she could write a book. She wanted to help people that were diabetics. Here's her book. Guys, she had 3 ebooks full of awesome information. And in 2 weeks, we published her book. We took all 3 of her ebooks, we put them into this book, and we made a small 30-page book to give out. And she got to go to this event that you see on the screen and handed out her books. She's been able to serve people. I mean, seriously. Yeah, we can do that, but it's because I'm David. She's hopefully David. She's mailing them out, but I'm gonna wait and get them out later. Stephen started his book years ago. This is Stephen Dunn, guys. He's in Austin, Texas. He has a Pilates cash business. He's crushing it this week. What's up, Dave? Thanks for jumping on. He is doing telehealth. Started that this week, but he thought he was too busy. He's running a successful business, and so he realized he needed to be finished with his book and service clients. So he and I got on a call one day. This was about 1.5 years ago. And he interviewed me for his podcast. And I told him about how I wrote my book in a weekend. And the dude got busy. He got his book done. It has been bought by hundreds of people. His people in Austin have just loved it. And now he actually texted me this picture today. It says Pilates to Thrive. So let me tell you something. From Stephen's book, we'll talk about this a little bit more in a minute. From Stephen's book, he took everything that he put in the book, all the exercise he shows, and he made videos out of each one of them. Well, now Stephen has a $47 membership, and I don't know if that's for the month or for a one-time buy-in plus, whatever it is, but he has another product here that he can sell people off of his book. Once you create the book, or if you create an online course first, you can interchange both of them so easily. And you have 2 different products you can sell. One being a $10 to $20 book, one being a $40, $50 course. Okay. Now, who else we got in here? Let me get back on this PowerPoint. We got Karen Malone. Guys, Karen Malone is a rock star. If you ever get a chance to talk to Karen Malone, please do it. Message her right now. Karen, if you're still on, I'm sorry, but people need to talk to you. So she's been running a business, Prize Physical Therapy. She had all the knowledge in the world with stroke patients. And so she wrote this book, Your Hero, because your brain is your hero, okay? This is her biggest supporter. It's her son. So Karen writes her book, and guess what happens? By Christmas, she made $1,000 with her book. And I know it says $3,000 there. So let me tell you what happened. Karen gives this book out to a bunch of people. Oh, also she sold 530 copies the first day and made $495. You can barely see that on the PowerPoint. She sold 530 copies the first day. So Karen has made almost $4,000 with this book. And $3,000 of that has come from one person. So Karen has been a concierge PT for a long time in Minnesota. She's traveled around to SNFs and different places and tried to give her business card out and talk to people and say, hey, please call me if you need something. And so Karen went to the same place and she said, hey, by the way, I've got, the admin or whatever said, yeah, come on in, leave your card, we'll call you. So Karen goes in and she says, oh, I brought you my book. And the lady says, what? I said, yeah, I brought you my new book. I wanted to give it to you as a gift. So Karen gives her this book. Now we don't have a business card. Guys, I throw business cards away all the time, by the way. Have you ever thrown a business card? Put biz in the comments. I throw business cards away all the time. I have one in my wallet. It's the PTA that makes cupcakes that I work with. That's because I like cupcakes. So Karen goes in with her book. The lady says, have a seat and let's talk. So that book gets given to her. It gets to this guy who has had a stroke and he hasn't been taken care of very well. So he calls Karen. He says, hey, I read your book. I'd like to, work with you. She sells him a $1,000 package. Guess what? He works with her and then he buys another $1,000 package. Then he works with her and he buys another $1,000 package. So off of one person, this book cost Karen $2.50 to print on Amazon. Now that it's black and white, when it was color, it cost her $8.50. So even at $8.50, excuse me, guys, the return on investment was $3,000 with one person. Javier Carlin's on right now. He knows that is an amazing ROI. Everybody knows that. $2.50 or $8.50 for a book, and she made $3,000 off of it, one person. Guys, in Book Boss University, excuse me, there is a case study of Karen Malone of how she did this, and it's amazing. Okay, now guess what? Karen created a course with me, Book Boss University Stroke Survivor Stories. We have a couple of students right now who have had strokes, and they're writing their story. And we interviewed them last week, or we taught them last week, and they're phenomenal. Guys, I'm going to lose my voice. They're phenomenal. They're so excited to write their book and tell their story. They never thought they could until we started talking to them. And I would have never done this without Karen. So Karen went from concierge PT to author. She has another course. She helps stroke patients. So she's a mentor and now a coach and a writing coach, all because she wrote a book. JoJo, Corey, and Kai. Guys, they've got 5 kids. I don't know why I put 7 kids. JoJo, Corey, I'm sorry. Once you get over 3, I think it's 20. So I don't know. So how can they write a book with 5 kids? Guess what? Kids can't write books either, can they? They don't have any experience. But look, here's Corey and Kai, and they're announcing their new book. It's called Will You Be My Friend? Corey and Kai wrote this book together. That's Kai. He's 7 years old. Kai did all the illustrations. He designed that cover. So Laura here says, I can't wait to order this book. I'm hoping it will help my daughter with autism make friends. She's always wishing she had a friend in her class at school. It breaks my heart. She wants friends so bad, but between her autism and anxiety, she has a really hard time talking in front of everyone or anyone. I mean, guys, look, I have 2 kids, and if that was my babies, I'd be crying right now talking about this. So they've helped kids. Kai's helped kids. He's a kid. And look what else they've done. JoJo, Corey, and Kai have written 5 books. And I talked to Corey today, and he said their 6th book will be finished by tomorrow. And he's going to send it to me in email when he gets it done. They have written 6 books. Let me say that again. They've written 6 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 since September of 2019. That's pretty awesome. Guys, if you think that's great, I mean, let me know. Is that a good thing? Yes or no? I mean, wouldn't you like to have 6 books? I mean, look who they can serve. They can serve kids. They can serve marriages, married couples. They can serve I'm Stronger Than I Think I Am. This is for a friend that they know who lost their husband. It has somebody else's name on it, but they wrote it. It's pretty cool, guys. What else we got? Why do you need a book? Doesn't even matter. I mean, seriously, like, who cares if you wrote a book, right? KRISTIN like to have a book. I know. I need a good book. I need a good book, KRISTIN. So look, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you are, if you have books, videos, and courses, you're going to give free stuff to people. Okay? You can give free books. So this is one thing I like to do. This is what I told Karen to do, and this is how she made $3,500, almost $4,000 on her book off of a couple people. Started giving her book out to chiropractors, to doctors, to nursing homes, to senior citizens of places. She gave these books out for free. Guys, they're only costing $2.50 to print, most of them. Mine, one of my books is $237 to ship to my house. I can get 100 copies for $237. And I can give those 100 copies out to people. And that $237 can turn into a lot of money. Guys, I'm not about money, but we got to have it. So if you're giving books and videos and courses, some of this stuff's free. Some of it you're charging for. Giving it to doctors, to chiropractors, to massage therapists, to complimentary businesses. We're not talking about competing. We're talking about complimentary. Yeah, Logan, they write books. Isn't that crazy? They're going to start sending you clients at full cost because we're giving stuff we already have to fill up their Goodwill bank account. Guys, if you don't know what Goodwill bank account is, go follow Greg Todd. He'll tell you. Some of you came from Greg. It's where we do things good for other people. We keep doing it. We keep serving. We don't ask for anything. But eventually they'll start giving back. Okay? And that's why you need a book. It's one of the many reasons you need a book. So guys, are you ready for the 5 steps? If you're ready for the 5 steps, say 5. This is the really good stuff right here, guys. Somebody said 10. This is really good stuff right here. So if you're on Facebook, please share this with somebody. If you're on Facebook, please give me some hearts. I'm going to give myself some hearts. Give me some wows. Give me some happy faces. Give me some angry faces. I don't care. Just give me something. This is it right here, guys. This is the 5 steps. I like to see all those 5s. So Alyssa's giving me some hearts on the webinar. Thank you, Alyssa. You've always been sweet. All right, here we go. What are authors called? Guys, can you tell me what authors are called? What are authors called? Somebody put it in the comments. Amy, thanks for sharing. Beverly. Celebrities, experts. What else? Anybody else? Celebrities, experts. What are authors called? Teacher, professor. Jeremy Sutton. Thank you, KRISTIN. Writers. I had to check and see if that was my sister. My sister's name's KRISTIN, but she spells it with an E, so that ain't my sister. Writers. This is what authors are really called, guys. Father, mother, sister, friend, daughter, PT, PTA, OT, CODA, dietitian, athlete trainer, respiratory speech therapist. Logan says influencers on Facebook. So we've already established you don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to be out of school 10 years or 1 year. You don't have to be a licensed professional. We are all experts to someone. So guys, I put these pictures on here the last time I did this webinar because My dad, his name's Robert, but everybody calls him Bobby. He's the king of the rednecks. My kids call him Papa Snake because he's cool like that. He wanted to be called Grandpa Rattlesnake. So I put these pictures on here because my dad can do all this stuff. He's a carpenter, he's a plumber, he's an electrician. He has no certifications in any of that stuff. But all my life, he's always been able to do anything he's needed to do. And so my dad is an expert in carpentry and plumbing and electrical work to me. He can fix almost anything in my house right now. And I can't. So my dad, even though he has no certificate to say he can do all this stuff, even though he has no really formal training, he can sit down and write a book, and it would be an expert piece to Jeremy, his son. So step one is you have to believe that you're an author because you already can be, okay? So these are people that believe they could become an author. And I asked each one of them how they felt when they became an author. KRISTIN said she felt grateful. I think that's one of the coolest answers I've gotten, just grateful. Just grateful I could be an author. Karen said she felt amazing. Stephen said confident, and David said accomplished. Corey said he felt victorious. Jean said she feels just right. It just feels right. Corey said he felt victorious. JoJo said she felt professional. Kai is 7 years old and has his own book. He said, I felt awesome. My own daughter was working on a book today. She's almost 8. And it's because of Kai, because he did it. Angela said she felt proud. And Amanda, who's always excited. I love her attitude. I love her heart. She said she felt excited. Kai is awesome, Beverly. Thank you so much. Guys, a 7-year-old wrote a book. What's your excuse? Why haven't you written a book? Golly, we can do it. Okay, step 2. Step number 2, mind map your book. Guys, I did a live with Alex Engar for an hour last night. I didn't give any of these steps. I don't know how I did it without giving this stuff out, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Step 2 is mind mapping your book. I think I actually had, oh yeah. So this is one I did. I know you can't really see it all that well, but there's a lot on here. This is one I did for mine and Karen's class, Stroke Survivor Series. And I did this in about 15 seconds while Karen was talking. And I just wanted to show our students how easily you could do a mind map for your book. Literally took less than 15 seconds. This was for a stroke book. This is for somebody who had a stroke. You know, we put what happened, when did it happen, family changes, how I felt. That's all a mind map is. You put your headline in the middle, just like the picture shows, and you start writing your first idea, your second idea, your 10th idea. You start writing all this stuff down. Then you start writing little arrows, and I have books with mind maps all in them. But that's step 2. This is not rocket science, guys. If it was, I'd have to get somebody else to teach it. So what can you write about? Put something in the comments right now that you feel like you can write about. I know you're seeing the slide here. I can't hide it because I can't cover it up with my hands, even though I'm trying. But just put something in the comments right now that you feel like you could write about. Just 1 or 2 words. I'll wait. Service dogs adventure, my story, headaches. I'm starting to get one now, Beverly. Okay. So we can all write about something. We can write about our training, anxiety, walking on and getting, I got to see what you said, Scott. Let me move this over. Walking on getting a basketball scholarship at 5'8" in D1. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's amazing. Dude, Scott, I'll read that right now. Your training, your passion, your interests, what others tell you you're good at or you should write about, and your clients and your audience, what do they want? Ask them. Ask people, what do you want? What should I write about? What information should you put in your book? Well, if you're a physical therapist or OT or whatever, Kyle says truth about the body and athletes, train based on the sport you play. Yeah, absolutely, man. You can do anatomy, diagnosis, treatments, exercise, stretches, special techniques. This is stuff from a medical professional because that's what I am, so I'll put that in there. What other stuff can you put in your book? Put memoirs. You can write a children's book. And this is step 3, guys. I just went on straight from step 2. Step 3 is outlining your book. I just straight skipped that. Step 3 is outlining your book. What information should you put in your chapters? We can do a memoir. We can do a children's book. We can do coffee talk. I don't know what coffee talk is, but I put that in there. We can do things you like. We can do medical humor, patient stories. How many of us have a patient story that was funny that we could tell without breaking a HIPAA law or have a HIPAA violation? Just change the names to protect the innocent. I'm serious. Like, I could write one every day, I think. I didn't even see patients today, and I could write one. Medical humor. Gosh, I think we could record me and the therapist I work with every day, and we could have a humor book. Travel, cookbooks, horror stories, fiction or nonfiction, medical horror stories, whatever it is. My daughter won Authors Award in Illinois when she was in kindergarten. I will let her know. Yes, goodness, please let her know. Heidi, let's publish that book. All right, step 4, speed wins. We're going to win with free tools. Can I speed up the writing process? And the answer is absolutely I can. How are we going to do this? We're going to do it with websites and apps, and they're all free because ain't nobody got time to spend a bunch of money on stuff that we don't have to spend money on. So we have answerthepublic.com. So what Answer the Public is, so you can see I typed in self-publishing if you can read that. And these are all, looks like about 50 different self-publishing questions on here. So you can do back pain, you can do neck pain. Matter of fact, I've got back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, hip, knee, and ankle, I believe, and I'll give that to you in Book Boss University. But you ask a question and it gives you the most asked questions online. And you can narrow them down. And this is a really good way to get a frequently asked questions section in your book. No matter your topic, it could be gardening, raising chickens, backflips, whatever it is. People have asked about it, and they've got it on answerthepublic.com. And this is one really cool thing. You can write an entire book on frequently asked questions. Matter of fact, I have 4 of them ready to be written. Okay, got them outlined. Number 2 is otter.ai. This is my favorite one. Guys, this is how we can write books in 90 days in as little as 10 minutes a day. I type about 1 word per year because I type like this. Doop, 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 doop. Actually, I type with this whole hand and 2 fingers on this hand. Even though I know how to type, that's how I do it. And I type slow, and I got little short, fat fingers, and I mess up and hit buttons I shouldn't. It takes me 15 times as long to write notes during the day as other people. But I can talk. As you can see, I can talk fast, and I talk a lot. And so you can talk 250 words per minute. And Otter will record 600 minutes of those a month for absolutely free. Absolutely free. And I'm not telling you to do this, but if you have a spouse, significant other, a kid, you could maybe even have 2 accounts and get 1,200 minutes free. Now, I'm not saying do that. Let's be ethical. But Otter, you record it. It's an app for your phone. It's also a website, otter.ai. You can import that audio into the Otter platform online. Once it downloads on there, which doesn't take very long, almost instantaneous if it's a short one, you can export the text, export the audio back. You can change up the speaker. You can do so many things with Otter. Guys, have anybody heard of Otter? Have any of y'all heard of Otter before? It's a really amazing tool. It really is. Okay. Frequently asked website question was answerthepublic.com. Sean, let's go back so you can see that. Take a screenshot of this if you want to. Shift Command 4, Shift Command 3, Control Command 3, whatever you got, and take a screenshot of that. Answerthepublic.com. Okay. Step number 2 is Otter. The next thing is Grammarly.com. So you can add Grammarly to Firefox. You can add it to Google. You put it on your Gmail. I had to take it off of my computer because it kept messing with my Facebook, and I couldn't type how I wanted to. So, Corey, thank you for giving me some hearts, brother. I appreciate it. If you're on Facebook, please, please, please share this. Amy, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Sean, no problem, brother. Grammarly checks your grammar, and it's free. You can pay for it, but it's free. You can pay for Otter, but it's free. You can pay for answerthepublic.com, but you don't need to. It's free. Fifth thing is I just found this one last week is Calibre/ebook.com or -ebook. This helps you create an EPUB file for your book. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks for sharing. Now, I shared my healthcare prayer journal last night. Kai, thank you so much, brother. Oh man, I need to bring you on. We won't do it right now, but I'm going to interview you, buddy, for my podcast. We're going to get you on here to tell people how awesome you are. Maybe we can do that next week. But Calibre.com, ebook.com is how you make an EPUB, and so you can share this and people can open it on their phone. So I can share this to you, and if you have if it works right, then you can open it up on your phone and read it, and not try to like make it big and all this stuff. So that's another one I just found. Okay, Amazon Prime. This is how we're going to sell our books. One of the avenues, we're going to also do free plus shipping and handling. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, Michelle, no problem. Thank you for watching. But Amazon is free. Put your book on there and sell it. It doesn't cost you a penny to put it on there. If someone buys it, it doesn't cost you a penny. They just take the cost out and ship it to them, and you never have to send them a dime. And they sell 70% of the books in the world, guys. And you go through kdp.amazon.com. Okay. So look, those are the 5 steps. Thank you so much, Megan, for jumping on. Those are the 5 steps, but we're not finished. Step 6 is, gosh, I had a lot of KDP slides. I got a little bonus for you guys. Who likes bonuses? Just comment bonus. I'd like to have a bonus right now. Bonus. Guys, we all going to be looking for some bonuses if COVID-19 stuff don't get y'all soon. So you need to find somebody to coach you. Maybe you don't, but I've found that a lot of people do. All the people that I showed you that have already written books that I've helped, they just needed a little push, a little kick in the butt. They just needed someone to believe in them and give them permission. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody watching right now permission to publish a book. Okay. So I started Book Boss Tribe. It's our Facebook group. There's over 50, I believe there's really over 60 free videos in there right now that you can get. A little hand holding is good. Yeah. I like it when my wife holds my hand. I mean, makes me feel better. Gives me more confidence. My kids like it when I hold their hand. Gives them more confidence. So guys, there's plenty of free stuff in the Facebook group. Have Healthcare Self-Publishing Academy podcast. There's 25 episodes of authors. There's lessons. There's strategies to get your book published. You can go find that on iTunes. But you could join a university that's not closing anytime soon. Matter of fact, we're getting bigger and we're growing. We got to figure out what our mascot is, get our football field built, but we're getting there. So Book Boss University is what I created. Bigger than Amway. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Heidi, I don't know if you saw my Amway comment or not. If you did, and that's what you're referring to, you get a bonus. And I'll send you a t-shirt if you saw that Amway comment. And that's why you're saying that. You're awesome. So let me know if you saw that, and I'll send you a t-shirt. Book Boss University is growing and growing and growing. Okay, Heidi, tell me what size t-shirt you wear. Small. You got it. I'll send you one next week. I'll send it this weekend. Heidi, you're getting a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you did that. Guys, Book Boss University is growing. I want to tell you what your transformation is going to be. Thank you so much, Heidi. So I help people become authors in 90 days so you can become the expert that you already are. We just want to show the world that that's what you are. I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions to go from nothing to a completed book. I'm going to increase your audience and your platform to increase your authority. Guys, since I've had my books published, I've been asked to speak at 1, 2, 3 conferences. That's going to continue to grow. It would have been more if all this stuff hadn't stopped, but I've been asked to speak at all those conferences. I've been asked to coach 2 other business coaches, students at $200 an hour. I don't mind sharing that with you guys. And I've been on podcasts. I'm going to be on TV soon. We're working all that stuff out, radio. Guys, the books have opened so many doors that I would have never had opened. There's a marketing book that I read by the father of marketing. If Will Boyd, you're still on, tell me what his name is. I can't think of it. Oh, gosh. But anyway, Jordan Mather would know if he was on here. But he wrote the book and he said, people are hiding behind locked doors because so many people want their business, want to sell them something. I get so sick of people trying to sell me stuff, even though I have a course to sell. But the key to get through those doors to where we want to sell things to people is a book. Because I have Brianne's books right here, Brianne Showman, and we went through how Brianne can turn this into a course. Brianne, if you ever watch this, turn it into a course. I'll help you. But I can hand this book to people. Brianne can hand this book to people. Okay? It's not a business card. This is what I do with business cards if I do keep them. I make them bookmarks. I don't know what this is. It's not a business card, but I don't throw books away. Okay? So let's talk about the transformation a little bit more. This is what Book Boss University is. It's an 8-week course, and you get 8 modules. First one is believing you're an author. Now, people may think that that one's kind of, flaky or whatever, but I'm telling you, if you don't believe that you can write a book, you're never going to write one. And so we have to break down all the junk that's in your mind that says, I can't do this, and I have to kick you in the butt and kick you in the butt and kick you in the butt and get you to write it. And then the second module is actually how to do it. The third one is how to self-publish it. 4 is launching and marketing. I've learned so much on launching and marketing books in the last 6 months. I had a process I thought was amazing. I found out it was crap. We changed it. We got this new process, and it works great. Works really good. Amanda Painter sold 500 copies of her book the first week, or had 500 copies downloaded. Let me change that. Module 5 is how to claim your authority, how to get on podcasts, how to get on TV and radio. Now, guys, listen, I don't like to say things that I don't know anything about. Podcasting, I can get you on podcasts. We can do all the podcasts we want. TV and radio, I haven't broken into yet, but it's coming in the next 2 weeks. I'm telling you right now, I don't have anything planned, but I'm telling you in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be on a radio station. I'm going to post in here so you know it was the truth. We're going to teach you how to do it. And as soon as all this stuff's over, maybe TV. Definitely TV, but probably right now. Show you how to get on other platforms like Kobo and Barnes & Noble and iTunes. And then we show you how to do multiple income streams. And then we show you how to turn it into an online course. So you get all this stuff in the course. Okay? So, got all the modules right here. Got all the transformations. Become the authority. Step-by-step instruction. Increase your audience size and platform. The course is $12.97, guys. Okay? It's $12.97. There's a 3-month, a 6-month, a 9-month, and guess what? There's even a 12-month plan just because I know things are tight and I want people to be able to get in the course and do it. So the 12-month plan is just a little bit over $100. I think it may be $120, $125. I can't remember. So that's what it is. That's the program. And so let me show you. This is what you get. This is Book Boss University. It's $12.97. I don't know if anybody wants to comment yes or not, but if you think this is worth $12.97, just comment yes. If you don't comment yes. That's cool. Definitely. Yes. Guys, do y'all want me to keep going and tell you what else is included? Just let me know. I'll take some yeses on that. Some thumbs up. Okay, so Catherine says yes. Heather says yes. Andy says yes. What else? Thumbs up. Let's do this. All right, guys. So this is the rest. So you get 8 live trainings each week. So these trainings are from 30 minutes to however long we need to go. I'm not a big person to sit on live trainings for over an hour, even though we've been going for quite a while on this webinar. We're almost done, guys, by the way. Hang in there. Please, please, please hang in there. 8 live weekly trainings where it's a Zoom call. We're on a panel. I'm giving you a PowerPoint presentation to just further drive home the message from that week's module. And then we do Q&A. Okay? Last time I gave 4 author breakthrough calls. This time I'm giving 10 author breakthrough calls. These calls are what gets your book written. Because we get on the call and you're like, haven't really started yet. I don't know Well, guess what? Now we know. Let's do this. These calls are 15 to 30 minutes, whatever you need, guys. That's me and you on the phone, getting your book done. It's me and you on a Zoom call if we need to. 10 of those. It was 4 last time. Now we get the university, the 8 calls, the 10 breakthrough calls, and a professional book cover design. Guys, I'm going to give you a professional book cover for your book. Okay? Now I can design those, and I've done pretty good, but also I have people that can do it, and they do better than me. Yeah, Scott, I get it, man. It's definitely, finances are tough right now. So the next thing is professional formatting. So the crazy thing is you format these books and you think they look good, and then you put them on Amazon and they don't look that great. So I found a guy, his name's Artie. He's on Fiverr, and Artie has formatted the last 4 or 5 books that we've done through Book Boss University. Again, I cover that. You're getting the course. I'm going to get you your book cover. I'm going to get you a professional format. Okay. The next thing is you get a Book Boss buddy. So you get somebody in the course with you that you can talk to when we're not doing the breakthrough calls, because you need that accountability. That's why we haven't written books already, is because we don't have accountability. Kai said the mascot should be a Lego guy with a book for the head. I think that's great, Kai. Put that together, take a picture and send it to me. We'll put it on the course. So Book Boss Buddy, you get that accountability. You also get bonus instruction from other leaders. Do I have those right here in the next slide? Yes. Kosi Bioso has started an amazing online talk show every week about amputees. Okay? She's going to tell us how to do that in the course. She's going to teach you how to do that. Liz Cook has grown a Facebook audience to like 2,400 people in the last 6 months. She's going to teach you how to do that. Heather Flexer has created, she's had 3 books. She's on her 3rd book now. She just published it. She's created a course and she's got it approved for CEUs. She's going to teach you how to do that. Will Boyd and Alex Engar will come on and teach whatever you guys want them to teach. They're going to teach ads and marketing and building an audience and whatever. So there's 5 other experts you're going to get with the course. Okay. What's next? Of course, the PowerPoint froze. What? We get the Broke Author Toolbox. We went way too far. You get the Broke Author Toolbox. So you get all the tools that are for free. All those we've talked about, other ones that I found. We're going to put that all together, and you're going to be able to do as much of this stuff as you can. You're going to get a guerrilla marketing plan, which is it's a case study I did with Karen Malone. This is how Karen Malone made $3,500 on her book with just 1 or 2 people. You're going to get the pro format again, and you're going to get an offer creation. Guys, the way to sell things is to make things look really good. And we're not lying to people. None of this stuff is a lie, guys. I'm not playing y'all. I'm not doing anything crazy. Okay. We have to create an offer of something that people want to buy. So we have the book, and maybe we have a PDF that goes with it. Maybe we have videos. Maybe we have a link on our website. Okay. So we get that. So we get all those things, but there's a couple more things. We're not going to stop at 10 author breakthrough calls. Guys, I want to be successful, and I want you to be successful. So we're going to have unlimited author breakthrough calls. So however many times you need to get on the phone with me to get your book done, we're going to do that. Okay? We're going to do the 8 live weekly trainings. We're going to do the professional book cover, the Book Boss Buddy, the bonus instruction from the leading experts, 7 fill-in-the-blank templates. I didn't even talk about that. Professional formatting. The 7 fill-in-the-blank templates are things that I've made, so you just plug your book in. Just type it up, plug it in, it's ready to go. Professional formatting, custom offer creation, Broke Author Toolkit, guerrilla marketing case study, and Dave Chesson, if you don't know, is from kindlepreneur.com. The guy makes about $10,000 a month off of books that he's written, and I did a podcast interview with him about 3 weeks ago. That's going to be included in the course, as well as every breakdown from that. There's going to be cheat sheets from that. He has a free online course on how to do Amazon ads. He has a calculator to let you know how many books the #1 book in the category selling and the #10 book in the category selling. So we know how many books you have to sell to be in the top 10 of that category. Okay, you're getting that. Guys, if you want to go check this out, healthybooks.net/BookBossUniversity. Okay. Oh, guess what? There's a few more bonuses. I added this stuff in, guys, because I love you. I want you to be successful. I want you to write books. I want you to be my student. I want you to let me help you write a book. And so I added in some more stuff. I don't know. I just like the way this guy looks. More bonuses. So how do you make money with your book? So we're going to talk about that with the the other streams of income module, but we can do it with front-end lead magnets, free plus shipping and handling books. People don't have to, they buy a $7 book, you ship it to them, and they're in your world. They bought something from you. If you have a good book, they're going to trust you and buy more. You can have courses and mini courses. I told you guys I have 4 courses now. Book Boss University is the main one, but I have 3 others. 2 are free right now. All that's come from my books. You can have journals and workbooks. I have a journal template that you can make work for any book you write. Any book. And then you have a second book you can sell. So now we're not talking about one book. We're talking about book number 2. I'm going to help you get on a podcast. So for every person that's in Book Boss University, I'm going to get you booked on 5 podcasts in your genre. Okay? We're going to go after 5 podcasts in your genre, maybe 10. That way you can build your audience. Because that's what we want to do. We want to build your audience. We want you to be a hero, an authority. We're going to do podcasts. We're going to do radio. We're going to do TV. We're going to build quizzes off your book. So this is how a lot of people get email leads and build their email list, is through quizzes. And so we're going to do that for you guys. We're going to build quizzes off your book. It's pretty easy. So if you buy Book Boss University, you have a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee, no questions asked. You get all this in the 8-week period, KRISTIN, but once you're in, you have it all for life. It's 100%, never goes away. You have access to me for life. I just said we're going to do unlimited author calls. So you go through the course, you write a book, 6 months later, you need to talk to me. You're one of my students, you talk to me. Okay? Nothing extra. No hidden agenda or fees. 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. Plus, I'll give you $20 so you can go get coffee on me. That'll buy you 1 cup of coffee at Starbucks. So, guys, I want you to write a book. I want you to write it through Book Boss University. I want you to go to healthybooks.net/BookBossUniverse. Univ, sorry. Healthybooks.net, BookBossUniv. So this is your invitation. I really, 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 really want to work with you guys. I really want you to write a book. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what your questions are. I really want to answer them. If you have any, if you have 100, if you have 5, if you have none, let's answer some questions. Perfect, Andy. Sounds good. Yeah, reach out to me. Guys, listen, this is going to start on, this offer is going to be good till next Friday, April the 3rd at 12 a.m. The $1,297 offer is going to be good until the end. After that, it's going to go up to $1,497. That's not me messing with y'all. That's the truth. We're going to take about 15 students. You don't have to do podcasts to be on TV, Beverly, but that's where we are. We're going to do this, guys. We're going to start the course on April the 6th is when it starts. It's when the live teaching will start, the live training. So I want you to get in as soon as possible. Please reach out to me if you have any questions over the next week. We're going to close this down, like I said, on April the 3rd. And it starts on April the 6th. I would love to have you guys in the next cohort of Book Boss University. We've had 24 books written since September, and I'm going to have book number 25 is going to be pretty good coming soon, and all that stuff. We do have payment plans. There's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12-month payment plans. If money's tight right now, I understand that it's tight for everybody, but guys, listen, I want you to do this. Please jump in. If you have any thoughts of writing a book, please send me a message on Facebook, email me, shoot me a message, whatever you got to do, and we'll get on the phone this week. But thank you so much for watching. Scott, I do have your email. Thank you, sir. I will send you an email. Sean, you're very welcome. Scott, you're very welcome. Beverly, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all have an amazing Friday night. Hope you have an amazing weekend. I'm praying for you and your families to stay safe during this time. And I want you to know I love each and every one of you. I pray that God blesses all of you and keeps you and your family safe during this crazy time in our country. And again, thank you so much for coming on, guys. And that is it. And I will see you guys in the very near future. Good night.